Yo, what is up guys, and welcome back to a brand new F124 League Racing video. This is WR round number 6 around Mexico, and as you can see we're out for a first run in Q1, and this is gonna be our last time driving in this league on F124, simply due to the fact I'm doing too much league races at the moment and I can't prepare properly for all of them anymore. So yeah, I'm going back to just doing PSGL on a Wednesday and an Ironman League on a Thursday as Ironman League. It's randomized tracks, as you guys might know. So yeah, I felt like for my preparation it would just be better if I just did one league race per week. At the moment, or in this week, I was driving this league race. I was doing this race, PSGL E-Series. I'm not sure if that was this week or the week before, the week after. And then Ironman League and PSGL, so 4 league races, even 3 league races in a week is just too much. And that's why I decided that this was my last league race on this game in WR. So yeah, I'm not sure if you guys perhaps agree as well, but doing so much league races, it kind of gets confusing probably, or perhaps if you're watching it on what I'm even competing in. So yeah, I just altogether felt like it was better for my performance, better for everything if I just did one competitive league race per week. And then the Ironman League, of course, also very competitive, but just no preparation needed for that. So yeah, I'm sorry if you were disappointed by that, but we're gonna continue with PSGL, of course, until F1 Esports starts and we come across the line. It was a 1:13.1. I cut it a little bit too early. Excuse me for that, but I had to go out again. As you can see, going into the final corner, we're down in P17, so we have to improve here. And we're only just over 10th up coming through the final corner. But you can see, just over 10th gains you 8 positions and puts us P9, 1.5 tenths behind P1. So yeah, into Q2 we are gonna go. I can see we went out in Q1 there. I know Julian Klavenbok went out in Q1. I think Duncan went out as well, Duncan Hovland. But yeah, onto Q2 we're gonna go. And as you can see, it's spitting rain a little bit, which is gonna make this out lap and the push lap very interesting. Like, everyone is out on new tires, everyone knows it's gonna come down raining more and more heavily, and that's why everyone is driving through each other here. And now Ben slowed down a lot, Shanaka as well. I tried to stay behind Shanaka, but then Jake suddenly slowed down massively for the final corner, and now everyone is driving through each other. I have no idea where Lucas even came from. And now we've got another car driving through us. That's Benz, who we overtook just before the final corner. So this has gotten very, very messy. And it's impossible to drive like this or do a normal lap driving through each other. For the people who might be wondering why on earth are the best players in the world on F124 driving with ghosting in qualifying, that is because the slipstream effect is so powerful that every qualifying would be a complete mess if ghosting was not on. Ghosting turns off the slipstream effect as well, so that's why. And yeah, this is a ruiner lap. This is gonna be out in Q2. You can see how much time we've lost. We were really slow on the straight as well into turn 1. We're second down to what we did in Q1, but that's obviously due to the rain as well. But you just can't see where the braking points, where the apexes are, where the track limits are. Yeah, that's just making it impossible. We're gonna be down.
I'm gonna be out. Great.
We're gonna be down in P15. You can't even see it in the screenshot, but that's where P15. But everyone that was in that group of cars into turn 1 were P12, 13, 14, 15. So yeah. Annoying, but we are gonna have to do it with P15 in this race, and try to fight back in our final league race on F124 in WR, I should say, not our final league race, or final WR league race on F124. Actually, might do some after the esports season, but we don't even know when the esports season is starting. So back to the racing we go. We're gonna be starting on the hards, and there is rain planned for later on in this qualifying session. It's lights out and away we go. Decent start of the line. You can see a lot of medium runners around me, and they are all gonna have a lot more grip in these opening few laps. I actually had to be really careful there not to lose my front wing, as Duncan had a massive moment. He actually could see a piece of front wing flying there, and that's gonna be race over for them. You can see everyone is spamming their ERS, and I was like, you know what, let's just take it calm, because this is gonna be a long race with the rain that's coming. So yeah, with all those medium runners out, I'm not gonna be capable of overtaking them anyway on this opening lap. If they're spamming ERS, you can see Julian going really slowly. I wonder if that's because of his front wing, or maybe Valentin Bruffer has front wing damage. I actually think it's Valentin.
It looks like rain is inbound, and we're expecting it in around 5 minutes. 5 minutes until the rain. Okay, dry seem like the best tyre for now.
As you can hear, I'm still gonna call him Jeff, say rain predicted in 5 minutes. That's obviously not very accurate usually. Nice from Valentin to move out of the way, because he's gonna retire here at the end of lap 1 due to the front wing damage. I think no safety car in WR actually. Actually, it might be safety car in WR. There's no safety car in PSGL, however. Lap 2 now. And as you can see, we're still behind John Evans, who is on the mediums. You can see they're going side by side through the S section, and that invites us for a nice overtaking opportunity going into the final sector here around the outside of John Evans, who leaves us just enough space around the outside. And now we are down the inside for the next left-hander, which turns to the outside for the next right-hander. John and me going side by side through there without contact somehow. And now on lap 5, we're
Thomas' front wing damage.
We're getting past Thomas into turn 1. You can see that he has front wing damage, and that puts us up to P16, one position.
20% battery, 2-0.
One position behind where we started, and
remind me on my fuel then, just to look at it.
On the very next lap,
20.
we are gonna get past Duncan here because he's low on the battery, and yeah, he was close to losing DRS as well. So crucial that we got past there. Sorry if I cut my sound out a few times. That was, as I said, the stream was, or this race was not streamed. I just recorded it, so I was just freely talking about stuff, setup, and just a lot of other stuff I can't talk about. So yeah, that's why I muted that a few times, so that yeah, it doesn't go out into the open world where people take advantage of it. Lap 7 now, and we're trying to get past Lucas here in that middle section. Couldn't quite pull it off. However, very next lap into turn 1, we're gonna go for the move with the help of some battery. Medium starting to slowly drop off, and that puts us up into P14, one position ahead of where we started. And now we're behind Fabrizio Donoso. He's in the hearts as well. As you can see, we closed quite a bit of a gap here in just a lap's time. We've got Thomas going slowly over the chicane. Not sure what happened to him. Might have damage, not sure. He is going slowly, as he's pulling off to the side as well. Maybe an illegal overtake. I have no idea what's going on with him, but it doesn't seem to have damage. So up to P13 we go. We still got Thomas on our outside into the next right-hander, but he gets boxed in by Fabrizio, who squeezes a little bit wide. Gives us a warning, but no major damage done. And up to P12 we go.
Sure?
Yeah, it's going to be too slow on his nail, I think.
Okay, I'm going to use battery then.
And yeah, you can see people already boxing for Inters there. We decided to stay out one more lap, and as you can see, we have a lot more grip than Julian. Maybe more of a wet setup than Julian. And now we have moved up to a net P11, and I'm going to be boxing at the end of this lap.
See the place of the Inter, guys.
Oh my god, the tyres are gone.
And yeah, as you can see, everyone's sliding around, and looks like
the
those
pace?
people on the
Don't
inters.
see sector 2 yet.
Actually might have gambled right here. I think they might be getting quite a big undercut on us here. However, they do get more tire, of course. So yeah, it's gonna be tight one on what is better. Maybe it doesn't matter too much. We're gonna have to wait and see. We're boxing now though at the end of lap 10, and we're gonna be boxing for a set of the intermediates. However, we have.
Jesus Christ.
It's okay, I can come back.
Yeah, we have double stacked, as you can see there. And that cost us a lot of time. Yeah, frustrating, because now we are down in P17 again. And yeah, it's a 3, 4, maybe 5 second time loss. We were not the only one that suffered this fate, of course. But still, it's frustrating. And it's the exact reason why multiplayer cars should not be used in league racing. As it's not needed. The cars are not unequal. As I nearly had an incident there with Ben Zabo, Connie, coming out of the chicanes. Huge moment there for him, as the track is starting to get really slippery. But it is frustrating. We're still using these multiplayer cars. I get a lot of questions. Why are they using these cars? And I don't know myself, because the cars are not unequal. They're all the same. EA confirmed it themselves, Cody have confirmed it, whatever you want to call them. I've tested it myself. Okay. It is just the same. There's no reason for us to use these multiplayer cars. Anyway, rant over. We've got to go back, or got to come back in this race. Lost a lot of time, of course. And now we're getting passed by Lucas Blakely, and we get passed by Julian Klaffenbach as well. Now, that's not necessarily because we had poor pace. That's because I was saving tires. I was trying to do a one-stop in this race. Do 26 laps on this set of intermediates. And in order to do that, I had to tire save quite a lot. And it worked quite well, because you can see at, as I'm cooling my engine a little bit on the straight here, start of lap 21, you can see Lucas Blakely, who passed us quite a while back. It's just 2-3 seconds ahead of us, so this is working out quite well at the moment. But yeah, the question is it gonna be a lot better? Can we fight for the win doing this if everyone goes for a two-stop? Yeah, that's gonna be really tough. You can see Brandon Lee has made a pit stop, and he's 8 seconds behind us now. I think he was in P2 before making a pit stop. So yeah, we're gonna have to wait and see how much time he's gonna start gaining. Lap 25, and you can see he has gained a lot of time. He's right on us, and with 11 laps to go, we're not gonna be capable of keeping him behind. You can see it's actually a lot more wet than it was 10 laps ago. And yeah, we're not going to be capable of keeping Brendan behind. You can see he's much more straight line speed as well into turn 1. I just decided, you know what? You go ahead, mate. We are not in the same fight at the moment. And yeah, down to a net P2 we go. Actually, it's not even a net P2, because I think a lot of other people ahead of us are attempting the one stop as well. So yeah. We're gonna have to wait and see how it all pans out. There might be people getting punctures as well towards the end of this race. So yeah, we're just gonna keep pushing. At the same time, not ask too much from the tires. We got Reese Linton and Tom Manley behind us. And yeah, they get past us quite easily. And now they're trying to get past Julian Klaffenbach, who's attempting the one stop as well. And yeah, Tom and Reese, I think, passed me in lap 26, and we're actually still quite close to them, so that's good. It means we're not losing as much time anymore, but there's still 8 laps to go, and now we are getting past Julian Klaffenbach, and that's for a position, so that's nice, that's welcome. And now we got Reese Linton and Tom Manley going side by side through that slow section. And this is not good for us, by the way, because they're gonna finish ahead anyway. and then just slowing us down a little bit. So we now got Shanaka Clay, I think, is the next one behind us on a 2-stop. And yeah, it's looking like it's gonna be a tough battle for points in this race. But yeah, most we can do is just keep pushing and see if we can maybe snatch away 1 or 2 points. It's been a complete disaster of our last race in WOR. We now get Shanaka Clay and Will Lewis down our inside. Again, 6 laps to go, there's not much we can do. As we still got Julian within 1 second of us. He has a 3-second penalty though. And then we got Joris Cruisen with a 3-second penalty as well behind us. So maybe we can finish ahead on, not on track, but after penalties. You can see I pushed really hard to try and keep them behind, but I had to give up eventually. So Vicinoso gets past. He has a 3-second penalty as well, so crucial that we stay within 3 seconds of them. As they're going side by side into turn 1. Fabrizio getting squeezed a little bit there, and that nearly ended in a spin. And now we got Jake Bennett behind us. He does not have a penalty though, so again, not much we can do. We kind of have to try and make it to the end of the race at this point. Duncan Offland 7.5 to 8 seconds behind. You can see Lucas Blakely, we were behind him. He's going into the final sector now, so perhaps we did choose the right strategy. But yeah, it's just, we lost so much time by starting P15 and then obviously getting held massively in the pits that, yeah, it ended up still being a terrible result. P12, but as you can see, we're fighting as hard as we can to try and stay in this 3-second window as Jake is pulling off to the side, which is going to gain us a position. He has run out of fuel, which is a bit of an interesting one, with almost a lap to go. And now you can see we're 3.6 seconds behind Fabrizio. And that means we're going to be half a second short of getting that P9. But all we can do is push as hard as we can in this final sector to try and get that P9. We've gained actually 2/10 through the fast chicanes. And you can see I'm just pushing like crazy to try and get within a 3-second window. You can see they're getting held up by Ferrari as well. And that's helping us. And that is...
Guy's driving, man. I don't know.
Gonna give us P9.
Oh, I got P9.
Which felt like a small win after a race like this. But yeah, horrible way to finish off WR on F1 24. Sorry, I'm not doing any more races on WR. Obviously, PSGL is gonna keep going. Same with the Ironman League. So yeah, hope you guys enjoyed. Make sure to like and subscribe. Make sure to check out jarnoopmeer.com for my merchandise and sim racing gloves. And see you guys next time. Ciao.